Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Dahlia. Today we are back on Nevermore, my Winter Dark Academia Island, working on another build, and we are officially on the second last build for this island. So I think I'm gonna end up finishing this island before my fall island, which is fine. I seem to be making bigger builds on this island than I have been on Cozy Oak, but anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoy, and comment down below if you enjoy as well. So without further ado, let's head over to the area we're going to be working on. So today we're going to be doing this giant transition space. Is going to include a couple of villagers' homes, my last two villagers that I actually have to work on the island. So we're going to be working on Rold's house, and we're also going to be working on Apollo. Apollo is the last villager I decided to add to the island. I figured, you know, Rold is a bird, Apollo is a bird. I was going to add another penguin, and I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to keep Rold because I love him, so I'm like, we'll add Apollo. So those are the two villagers we're going to be working on today. But anyways, we're working on a transition space. Like I said, this is to the left of my museum, and what we're doing for this is kind of something similar to what I did for Wolfgang and Dobie's houses and Pearl and Raymond. So more so the wolf villagers homes that I did in a video a couple of videos ago. And I'm basically doing the same thing, just on the left side of my island. So my other villagers are on the right side, and these guys are gonna go on the left side because I've run out of space, and this is the only space I have left to build, except the one little space you guys will see me be decorating around in a little bit. But yeah, today we're working on just the transition space. Now this part I broke up a lot because it was a lot of trial and error, because I'm using the same pathing that I used in the previous builds I mentioned, but I wanted to make that a little bit different, and I really wanted to incorporate a really fun walkway using some evergreen ashes at the center of the cobblestones. So I'm kind of like just fiddling with the layout of the pathing until I was pleased with it. And another thing is I wanted it to match the size of the bridge, which originally it didn't. So didn't have to include the bridge, but I did also use the bridge on my other river mouth at the bottom right hand corner of my map. So I decided we'll incorporate it into the transition space, and then obviously just cut off the bridge and make it a small little part of the build without having to actually do any water terraforming, because I don't have any water terraforming on this island. But yeah, you guys can see we finally figured out a layout of the pathing I was pleased with, and then I aligned the streets with a bunch of cedar trees, doing exactly what I did on the right side of the street, and that is the little section at the edge of my museum. So I just wanted everything to be matching on both sides, and then we're putting the evergreen ashes at the center of these small little squares that I made with the custom design. And if you are curious about any of the custom designs I use on the island, I have my completed list of custom designs listed in the description, because we're officially finished this island. I don't see myself adding any more custom designs unless I see like one or two for the last build I have to do on the island, but who knows. But yeah, everything is listed below for you guys. But anyways, now we're moving on for the villagers portion of the build, and I did the exact same thing on this side of the island that I did for my wolf villagers on the right side, where I gave them very small little sitting areas. And then I'm kind of doing a similar thing for the layout of the pathing, and just giving them like this really small little patio with the white brick portion of this code. And it's cute. I feel like I didn't utilize this pathing as much as I possibly could have. I feel like there's like a really fun way to I don't know, make the pathing look a little bit more I don't know, detailed, but I don't have like a ton of space to work with. And keep in mind, like, this road is just like a straight road that goes all the way up from the bottom of my map to the top, basically. So I kept it as simple as possible, but then obviously tried to add a little bit more creativity in like these little sections in front of their houses, which are cute. And I did the exact same thing for both villagers, so nothing too fancy. This area also kind of falls behind my museum as well. And then to the right here where like this cliff is, this is where you go up, and then I have like my school at the back of my map, and then there's also my 2 shops as well. So the area that you see that's right above me is going to be my last build that I created on this island, and it's going to be a coffee shop that's going to connect between the library that's attached to my school and then right beside my Nook's Cranny. So you'll see me place a incline in a couple of minutes, and that is the incline that's going to go up to that cliff, and then we're going to have one more incline that's going to lead up to the coffee shop that I'm going to build in my last video on this island, which is crazy. I mean, not too crazy. I've been working on this island for like, I think it's been like 5-6 months now.
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Obviously I took a break and didn't work on it since like the beginning of February, and now I'm back to finishing it. But
are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Basically I could have had this island finished like 2 months ago if I wasn't lazy.
We got work. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today. What? What's this? Uh-oh.
Or, you know, if I didn't lose inspiration, but I lost a little inspo. But I'm loving how the last couple of builds have turned out. I think I got my groove back for the island, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm excited to work on the next island. I know you guys commented that you want... Honestly, I think you guys were just like, whatever you're happy with, but I feel like a summer island is probably going to be my next island season. I will do a spring island soon, I'm sure, but I feel like I kind of want to go the exact opposite of winter after this, and I feel like a really fun, bright summer island will be a lot of fun, and I already have a theme in mind. I actually have 2 themes in mind that I think I'm going to probably end up combining, which it's going to be fun. I always like to create islands that have their own unique little twists to them, as you guys know, so we'll see how that island comes together when I eventually start it in like probably the next like week or 2. But yeah, anyways, this area, like I said, is directly behind my museum, and it's a really awkward angle, so I was trying to figure out what I could possibly do. Obviously, like a little sitting area, a transition space would be best, and initially I did have a fountain here, as you guys saw as I was placing the incline down, but I changed my mind and decided to do a couple of bistro tables and chairs. I decided because I haven't used this item a ton on the island, but I do have them on the road leading up to my museum, so I feel like it kind of like ties back to the museum build, even though this is a different area entirely. And I also created a fake building to the right of this area that I didn't include because it's the same kind of fake building I've been making on this island so far, just using medieval building sides. As you guys can see it right there, it was just to fill the space, and it didn't really seem necessary to include it in the video. But yeah, now we're working on the road. The road is literally just a exact replica of everything I've been doing so far, with the cedar trees and the plant partitions. And then for the road, like to the area to the very back of this area, we're going to be creating one more fake building that's going to kind of look like a school building of some kind, that's just kind of like basically just to cut off the back space of the island, because you're not going to be able to see any of the water from my island, so it's just to basically block off the beach. And I like how it looked like, because as you guys know, my island is going to be set in the evening with the snow. I debated at the beginning to do a foggy like a foggy dream address, and I still like that idea, but I feel like, I don't know, I like the wintry, cozy atmosphere while it still has like that dark academia type of vibe to it, and like kind of like gothic elements to it. The snow just makes it look really pretty, and I like that it's set at night. I haven't done a ton of islands that have been set at the like in the evening, so to do a winter island that's set at night, I think is just, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, as you guys can see, I created that fake building, including medieval building sides, a couple of castle walls, castle gate, and then a couple of simple panels, and that is really it. It's a little off center from the street, but honestly, I don't even mind. And then behind Apollo's house, I believe this is, I'm just placing a couple of castle towers, and then I got stuck, so I had to go. You have no idea how often I use rescue services just to get myself around my island, because my house now is at the back left corner, or back right corner, and I have to, like, there's a lot of running involved to get from like one side of the island to the other. But anyways, now we're working on just a couple of finishing touches for the streets. I decided to keep, once again, everything parallel. I think this little walkway leading up to the bridge, and then on the other side of the bridge, is just so pretty. When you guys see the final walkthrough with the snow at nighttime, it just, I don't know, it looks so like pretty, and it makes me like kind of romanticize like winter, even though I've said time and time again I'm so ready for warm weather again, because it is still cold where I live.
I mean, Chandler's getting chilly.
No, I'm not.
Like today was sunny, and like you can tell the weather's starting to get slightly better, but it was still cold, and I don't like that. But I do like how pretty the winter weather can look in Animal Crossing. This is also the second winter island I've ever finished in Animal Crossing. The first one I ever finished was a trash winter city island, so doing one that's a little bit prettier has definitely been more fun. But I'm loving how this entire island is coming together, and I really love how this build came together in the end. But anyways, we're coming up towards the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.